What do you think of shelters?
What I think of shelters,
Yes,
I don't like shelters.
I don't blame you. Do you think there is an overcrowdedness problem? Do you think the shelters are overcrowded?
Yeah, it's overcrowded. Yes.
Which shelters have you visited previously? I've visited a few. I've visited a few in DC, California, and New York. Which ones have you visited?
Yeah, I went to D.C., Southeast,
Southeast. Uh, can
California,
can you name a few?
Second and D, Catholic Church in 801 Southeast, the one on New York Avenue. I've been over there. This one on Adams Street. I never been there. That was good. All of them.
And so, do you not find it strange that there is like a war on drugs, but not a war on homelessness?
Yeah, yeah. World homelessness.
There's no war on homelessness, and yet there is a war on drugs, which is happening. And do you not find that strange? Do you not think that there should be like a war to actually combat homelessness instead, like of declaring war on drugs, for example?
Should be war homelessness. To get people off the street.
And what do you think of like marijuana, for example?
It's legal now, but still smoking out here. We be smoking in the house. It's legal, but you can only smoke in the house.
It's legal, and like I've seen people smoking like outdoors as well. Like, and so like DC is doing much better. Are you from DC?
Yeah,
Okay,
been all my life, 54 years.
54 years.
54 years old.
Got it. I see you're a Redskins fan. How do you think they're gonna do this season? I
I
read
think we're
somewhere.
gonna we're gonna lose this game. We're not touch that.
I think somewhere that like
We're gonna
RD3
lose
is
the
not
game.
doing as good as expected.
Yeah,
He's not doing so hot.
yeah, yeah. Cousin, he alright sometimes, but he was throwing interceptions. Yeah, we won that game today, 24-10. St. Louis.
And how about your interact like interaction with authorities, police force? How is that? Do you think there's a police problem
Do I think it's a police problem?
in terms of like Miranda rights? Do you think there is a uh, policing problem of minorities? Do you think there is selective policing of minorities? Have you witnessed this? Have you witnessed this? Have you witnessed this?
Have I witnessed?
Yes. What do you think of like the police in the U.S.? What do you think of the police? Uh, what do you think of the police towards minorities? How would you describe the police behavior towards minorities? How would you describe the police behavior towards minorities? How would you describe the police force behavior towards minorities?
Yeah, I can't hear you perfectly. Say it again.
How would you describe the police force behavior towards minorities?
Can't say.
You said
Can't
you
answer that one.
you said you've lived here for 54 years,
Yeah.
and so like how much change would you say there has been since like the civil rights era? I mean, like I'm assuming that 54 years. That's like you were born in the 1960s,
61.
61, and so like you were very much in the brink of like the civil war, the civil rights era, Martin Luther King and whatnot. And so how would you say things have like progressed since then?
I think it's progressive. It's like the same. How it progressed.
Do you think there's
This
any
shit
progress?
solid.
Do you think there's any real progress for minorities? There is a black president, but there is still no war on homelessness, and yet, do you not think there's still like a lot of progress to be made there?
Yeah. So what you see now is all these condos they built for the white people. And they ain't trying to do nothing for the homeless, trying to give us no houses. And I've been out here 15 years, since 2000. And I've been in the shelter for like 9 years. And I'm tired. And I've been out here all summer because I'm tired of staying in the shelter. It's like going in the jailhouse. It's always somebody armed, fighting, they stealing there, they drinking drugs all around there.
Have you been to jail before? For what reason?
Crack. Yep, I was on crack. I was smoking and selling it and in and out. Then I was on parole and messed up on parole, got high on parole and it was going in and out, doing 15 months, 21 months. I'm like, God damn, out of 3 to 9 years. Because I got caught with some crack 1993. Gave me 3 to 9 years. And when I got on parole, I kept getting high and drinking and going back. Every time I got out, I'd stay out no more than 3 to 5 months and right back in. Like a fool, but I'm glad I don't do that shit no more. Yeah. And I've been through 11 programs. It took myself to stop. Because I said, I'm tired. I love having money. I'm tired of being broke, you know. And I'm tired of being out here. I'm just homeless because I don't can't take it anymore. We all can't take it. Yeah. I'm crying sometimes. For real. I don't have no family because they ain't no good. My mother, grandmother gone. They was close to me. My father, he just left us. I hate that, you know.
And when was this? When you were born?
Like a couple years after I was born. He married my mother. They got in fighting. They got divorced. He went back. He's from South Carolina, so he went back to South Carolina. Met a woman down there, married, had kids. You know? And he come up every now and then to visit us. Then they used to get into an argument about the past they've been to. We go back home. And don't come back for a while. I'm like, he ain't no problem. I ain't had no problem coming up.
And so, like, I understand that some people are talking about this lack of male authority figure in a family, in the black family, like here in the U.S. But while that may be like a problem, do you not also believe that there is like a massive, like a disproportion in the amount of people in jail who are overwhelmingly like people of color, and them being brought up sometimes on trumped up charges? And so like it is two factors. Do you not believe
Yeah.
that there is like also like a major disproportion in the people who are in jail?
Yeah, it's overcrowded now. Yeah.
And so like do you have social media? What are you doing about it? Are you saying this thing is happening? Are you opposing it in writing?
I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like personally, like I have noticed this, and I'm saying this thing should not happen, and I'm like writing more about it on social media, and so like, what are you doing about it?
What I'm doing about it. Nothing right now. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to think and see what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I got my ID, birth certificate, Social Security back. Then I try to look for a job and ain't nobody hiring right now. So I'm trying to see if I can get disability or exercise or something. I'm trying to get off the street.
But you said you have your ID though,
Yeah.
driver's license,
Yeah, I'm doing
and so like, you are American,
it. Yeah.
and so what do you think of like elections? Who are you going to vote for in the upcoming elections? Are you going to
Nobody now.
vote?
I used to vote because now when people I vote for ain't no good. For real. Yeah. Like the mayor, I don't know.
What do you think of Mayor Bowser? I mean, I know some of like the government officials, and I think it's very funny how like. But what do you think of Mayor Bowser, though?
I don't know. I think she's tough though. She alright.
She all right?
You
I,
like her?
I mean, to be honest with you, like we've never been introduced, but uh, like I am more a fan of George Carlin. Do you know who that is? Yeah, like I think he's very intelligent. I think he's very funny too, and like, are you going to be voting though? 2016?
For who? Oh, if Hillary Clinton, yeah. Definitely her.
Really?
You talking about president? Yeah, I want to see her win.
What do you think of Bernie Sanders?
Who?
Bernie Sanders.
Wait a second. I don't know too much about him.
So why are you voting for Hillary Clinton then?
I think she could do it. I want to see a first lady president. Yeah, I don't know.
The first female.
Yeah,
Okay, we had like the black president. Now we like want to see the first female. But like, do you think like, okay, it's progress that okay there is a female, but like, in terms of like the streets though, like there's not much progress there. And so like, do you not think we should have like people like, you know, I'm becoming more and more colorblind and gender blind as well. And do you not think we should have like genuine people who are actually interested about like issues affecting minorities and who are actively talking about minorities?
yeah. Minorities. Like,
I mean,
oh,
because how would you be judging like I'm talking a lot about democracy, and how would you be judging a democracy if not by the way like a democracy is treating the minorities? You can only judge democracy by looking at the way uh, that democracy is treating its minorities. And so like I'm looking at uh, presidential like candidates in terms of like uh, the way like they are actively looking to actually help the minorities and the way they are talking about the minorities. And so like would you say that Hillary Clinton would do a good job for that?
yeah. I don't know about it, but I think yeah. Sure. What do you think about
I think nobody's covering these issues. I think nobody's covering homelessness. Nobody's covering Miranda rights, and I think a lot of people are not covering like issues affecting the minorities.
it? Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
It was nice talking to you, though. My name is Michael, by the way.
Michael.
Yes.
Hey, Michael. Michael Aguilar.